Ontario International is repeatedly flying over the senior citizen complex. It's over 2 o'clock in the morning. This is called amplification, and it's heard inside of the apartment. That's impossible audible activity. There is no Terminal 2 or Terminal 4. That is an explanation for hovering at this low elevation. And also while you're looking at it, it's also amplified. This is demonic activity. And it's occurring in engineered light, which I'll also show you. Alan D. WAPNER is a demon-possessed sex-offending group stalker sitting on the Ontario City Council. He's fully aware of the criminal conduct that the Ontario International Airport is engaging in concert with the demons, the sex offenders who are group stalking by plane and helicopter over a senior citizen complex. This is a multi-family residential zone, and they're monitoring the evidence of the sex offender in apartment 55. She's going to federal prison. Her license plate is 5WUV715. She acts with impunity, stomping on the ceiling right above my head in the living room. That's a demon and a sex offender, a third party who's group stalking with the Ontario International Airport, who employ planes and helicopter, by the way. That's what that was over there, and it's amplified in volume. Amplification is demonic, and so is engineered light. Here's my shadow right here. And here's my other shadow right here in front of me. I've got multiple shadows right here. This is demonic light. There's my shadow. This is the same light activity under the fake sun during the day. That's not the product of lights on the walls. Okay, that's demonic. The amplification, the sound of planes and helicopter. Also, it's common sense. This is a senior citizen community. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. They're harassing and terrorizing while this demon, this sex offender, is being documented. She's targeting, monitoring what I'm doing online in violation of Title 18, Section 22618, subsections 1 and 2. And she does so with impunity, and she does so on behalf of all of the entity. Everybody living in units 33 through 64, this building and this building, they're all going to federal prison. They're group stalking as one. These demons are hiding inside of their apartments. They're not sleeping while state surveillance is underway. You're not sleeping while the engineer light remains present. You're not sleeping while the entity is stalking by plane and helicopter. Mike Lorenz is the terrorist leader. He's going to be removed from the position that he holds. The Ontario Police Department is going to be disbanded. Alan D. WAPNER is going to be removed. This is a demon and a closeted sex offender that's sitting on the Ontario Council Board, a council member who is the president of the Ontario International Airport, who are centering around the airport operations. There's no scheduled flights. There's no Terminal 2 or Terminal 4 that results in hovering over a senior citizen complex over this 2500 Airport Drive, 2900 Airport Drive is nowhere near 408 West G Street over the senior citizen community. They're stalking in planes and helicopters in conformity to the long documented pattern of conduct. Alan D. WAPNER is worthy of federal prison. I want to be clear. They engage in federal group stalking and monitoring because they intend to murder you. They intend to kidnap you. They do so with commercial planes, seeking to psychologically harm you so that they can kidnap you, okay, and claim that you are hallucinating because you're claiming that planes are stalking. They are, in fact, stalking in California using commercial planes. And the person over that operation, the president, is fully engaged in that criminal system. He's a group stalker by virtue of the airport engaging in group stalking. Understand it. It's criminal facilitation. The sound of the planes and helicopters inside of the apartment is amplification. It's P.O.C. And there is no explanation for the entity hovering over Woodside, a senior citizen apartment, at 2 o'clock in the morning. They're doing so repeatedly. It's 2:27. The documentation is showing on and on, repeated pacing over the property in the manner that I just showed you. And the volume competing with my voice that's at that low elevation. These are demons that are stalking. And they're doing the same thing under the fake sun that remains over Woodside Senior Apartments as a matter of duration of time from 7:18 in the morning until 6:27 in the evening. That's not the sun, nor is this the natural light activity where you're seeing my shadow on all sides around my person. These are demons who are flying commercial planes. The licensure, the ability to get licenses in California is going to be affected by virtue of the state of California group stalking using commercial planes and helicopters as well. That's the corrupt terrorist organizations, the police. Ontario Police is going to be disbanded. The condition of that person flying the plane, that's a demon-possessed person, and they're stalking an American citizen, myself. They're doing so in this specific environment. They're doing so to the pattern of conduct. And by virtue of being at this elevation, the Ontario International Airport is nowhere where you're flying west over Woodside Senior Apartments on the 2500 and 2900 Airport Drive. It's nowhere near here, and you're immediately taking off from the airport. There is no explanation other than clearly targeting, which you know because of the fake sun that's rising on this side, setting on this side of apartment 51, which is the P.O.C, the statewide pattern of conduct. All right, it is currently, again, 2:29 a.m. The Ontario International Airport in Alan D. WAPNER. The airport is going to be subject to the prosecution, and there will be federal imprisonment of the people of the state group stalking. The city of Ontario is group stalking, and this is how Ontario is engaging in it. It is, again, 2:29 a.m. This is P.O.C.